I rise today to join my colleagues in calling for a real solution to the impending student debt crisis. Yesterday, we had a chance to do the right thing and stand with millions of young Americans all across our country by investing in their future, by preventing these interest rates from doubling on Stafford loans in just 52 days from now. But instead, our colleagues across the aisle chose to stand in the way of a common-sense proposal. As a result, 7 million students are facing higher interest rates that will cost them each an extra $1,000 a year in interest, further pushing access to a quality higher education out of reach for too many, and saddling others with additional unmanageable debt when they get out of college and join the workforce. You don't have to take it from me about how tough this is going to be. Take it from the students and the families themselves. Just as your office heard from thousands of families all across Alaska, we've been hearing the same online through email about what this would actually do to their families. I heard from one New York parent who has a child in college and another heading there this fall. Their older child spent a year in AmeriCorps. Their younger is now about to start the same. He said, "These kids are serving America. Both of my kids will leave college with around $25,000 of debt if we can afford to keep it down that much. We should be able to all agree that adding another $1,000 or more per year in debt for kids who are only looking to serve this country, get a good education, and help rebuild this economy is just wrong." I heard from a woman in the Bronx. She has a job as a social worker, and she's on track to pay off her student loans in the next 10 or 11 years, just in time for her twin daughters to start college. She said, "Doubling my student loan interest will keep me in debt at a time when I am going to need every single penny to get my kids through college with as little of debt of their own as possible. The more interest I pay, the more they'll have to borrow for their own educations, and this cycle will continue indefinitely." I heard from a woman in Saratoga with a bachelor's degree in hotel, resort, and tourism management. Despite making good money, she says that paying her $800 a month in student loans on top of her everyday bills makes it getting by nearly impossible. She said, "My choice is to instead decide what bill am I going to pay this month, making me fall behind on other payments and destroying my credit in the future. If my interest rate was any higher, I honestly do not know how I would survive at all. Pretty much all the money I am making is going straight into student loans. We need all the help we can get." These are just a few of the stories that I heard yesterday, and the families expect better from us. When we price young people out of a college education, we all are going to pay the price. When we limit their opportunity, we rob ourselves of those future engineers, biologists, and small business owners. America's ability to lead the global economy relies on our ability to out-educate the global competition. Let's open doors to higher education to anyone who's willing to work for it, and let's keep it affordable. Let's reward hard work and responsibility instead of risk-taking. There's no excuse for inaction, so let's have a real debate in good faith to solve this problem that we all know is within our reach. Students and families all across America can't afford any more delay.